an influencer travels to Thailand for what should be the vacation of a lifetime. But after meeting people who seem perfectly ordinary, her dream getaway slowly turns into a living nightmare. Hey everyone, today on Film Decoded, we're recapping Influencer from 2022. And trust me, stick around until the end because this movie delivers a surprisingly powerful message and is far from your typical cliché thriller. With that said, let's jump straight into another awesome recap. The story introduces us to Madison, an Instagram influencer enjoying a vacation in Thailand. The trip was originally planned by her boyfriend, Ryan, but at the last minute he backed out, leaving Madison to travel alone. Even so, she keeps posting videos, uploading photos, and promoting beauty products throughout her stay. Despite what her social media suggests, it's obvious she's not enjoying being there by herself. One evening, while relaxing at the bar of a luxury hotel, she's approached by a charming but unsettling British man named Rupert. He tries to flirt his way into a conversation, but before things get any more awkward, a local woman named CW steps in. Pretending to know Madison, CW quickly comes up with an excuse that gets her away from Rupert. The two start talking, and CW introduces herself as a local guide. She reassures Madison that Thailand is generally safe but reminds her that traveling alone always comes with risks. She even offers to show her around, and with Ryan nowhere to be found, Madison gladly accepts. Over the next few days, CW takes her to hidden gems, introduces her to incredible local food, and the two spend unforgettable nights partying at clubs and making the most of the trip. One night, after returning from a club, Madison finds the front door of her villa wide open. Someone has broken in. The thieves clean the place out, taking cash, beauty products, clothes, and even her passport. Shocked, Madison immediately calls CW for help, and CW quickly contacts the police. The incident is officially reported as a burglary. CW helps Madison fill out the paperwork to replace her passport, but the US Embassy tells her the process will take around 2 weeks. Since Madison has commitments waiting for her back in the United States, staying in Thailand that long isn't really an option. That night, she tells Ryan what happened. Instead of worrying about her safety, Ryan seems far more concerned about her Instagram account. He's afraid that going several days without posting will hurt her engagement. Frustrated by how little he seems to care about her, Madison finally reaches her breaking point. After thinking it over, she abruptly ends the relationship and hangs up. Over the following days, Madison continues exploring Thailand with CW, discovering even more breathtaking places. The country's incredible scenery and rich culture completely win her over, and she fills her social media with stunning photos that make her followers wish they were there too. At one point, Madison asks CW to take a selfie together, but CW politely refuses. She admits she's uncomfortable being photographed because of a birthmark she's always been insecure about, fearing rude comments from strangers online. After several days together, CW takes Madison to a beautiful spot by the sea and reveals she has a surprise planned for the next day. A trip to a secluded island nearby. Since CW owns a boat and knows the waters well, Madison doesn't hesitate. It sounds like the perfect adventure, and even better, it'll give her some incredible content for her social media. Before long, they arrive at a remote island far from the mainland, a place almost no tourists ever visit. While exploring the island, Madison notices an old wooden marker with 7 lines carved into it. That night, the two sit around a campfire, and Madison mentions it's been about 10 years since she last spent an evening like this. She reminisces about gathering around campfires with friends, telling scary stories. Then, jokingly, she says that if this had happened back then, one of her friends would have claimed she was the obvious victim, and that CW probably brought her to the island to kill her. CW laughs, but her response takes a much darker turn. Still smiling, CW says she doesn't plan to kill Madison. Not directly, anyway. Instead, she says she'll simply leave her stranded on the island to survive for 3 or 4 days. No food, no fresh water. Eventually, she'd die alone on the beach, just like the others before her. Then CW challenges Madison's entire view of herself. She tells her that social media has convinced her she's important, admired, and constantly watched by the world. But in reality, she's just another traveler passing through. If she disappeared here, nobody would even notice. Her story would simply end. Madison laughs it off, convinced it's just an incredibly dark joke. She confidently replies that if she vanished, her followers would definitely notice and come looking for her. The two laugh together and spend the rest of the night dancing around the fire. The next morning, CW does exactly what she said she would. She abandons Madison on the island, takes her phone, and continues posting on her social media to create the illusion that Madison is still alive. It soon becomes clear that CW was also the one who robbed the villa in the first place, stealing Madison's money, clothes, and passport. She completely steals Madison's identity, wearing her clothes, cloning her voice with AI technology, and using face-swapping software to replace herself with Madison in every photo and video. Meanwhile, Ryan desperately tries to contact Madison, hoping to get back together, but every message is ignored, because it's CW reading them now. Back at the villa, CW hangs a printed photo of Madison on the wall beside pictures of several other young women, revealing a chilling truth. Madison isn't her first victim. In fact, 5 women came before her. CW is a master manipulator, a flawless psychopath, and a cold-blooded serial killer. After relaxing in Madison's villa for a few more days, CW begins searching for her next target. It doesn't take long before she finds another solo traveler, an influencer named Jessica who's also vacationing in Thailand. Following the exact same routine, CW casually introduces herself and immediately offers to show Jessica around, setting the stage for the next deadly game. During one of their sightseeing trips, CW cleverly steals Jessica's hotel keycard. Later, following her usual routine, she sneaks into Jessica's room and steals her clothes, money, and passport. When Jessica desperately calls CW for help, she's taken to Madison's villa, where an unexpected surprise is waiting. Ryan is already there, planning a romantic surprise for Madison. Since the villa is rented under Madison's name, he's been paying for the entire stay. Having security access to the property, Ryan is confused to find Jessica there, especially since CW had told her the villa belonged to her and that she lived there alone. Thinking quickly, CW changes her story and claims she's a close friend of Madison's who was given permission to stay at the villa. Although the explanation seems a little odd, Ryan reluctantly accepts it. The following morning, CW uses an AI voice cloning app to perfectly imitate Madison's voice. She calls Ryan and, pretending to be Madison, ends the relationship and tells him to leave the villa immediately. Completely blindsided, Ryan can't believe what he just heard. Convinced Madison will eventually come back and explain everything, he decides to stay. Unfortunately for CW, Ryan's presence completely ruins her plans. As the three spend time together exploring the area, Ryan tells Jessica about Madison's robbery and admits he doesn't fully trust CW. Jessica, being an experienced traveler, starts digging into CW's story. She even sends a direct message to Madison's Instagram account. But since CW now controls the phone, she's the one who reads it. Jessica immediately realizes something isn't right and decides to leave the villa as soon as possible. Before she can escape, CW confronts her, and a heated argument breaks out. Jessica accuses her of hiding something, and for the first time, CW drops the friendly act. The truth is finally exposed. Behind the charming smile is a beautiful but terrifying psychopath who's spent years hiding in plain sight. The confrontation takes a horrifying turn when CW slams Jessica's head against the wall before finishing her off by pressing the heel of her shoe against Jessica's throat. With Jessica dead, CW prepares to get rid of Ryan as well. But just then, a notification pops up on her phone. Ryan has tagged CW in one of Madison's photos as her friend. Realizing this could expose her fake identity, she immediately deletes the photo before anyone notices. The next morning, she lies to Ryan, claiming Jessica suddenly decided to fly home and would message him later. Then Ryan checks Madison's Instagram, only to find a newly uploaded photo showing her happily embracing another man, along with a caption making their breakup official. The post completely shatters Ryan. Of course, the entire thing was fabricated by CW using edited images. Pretending to comfort him, she tells him he traveled all the way to Thailand to fix their relationship, and if Madison can't appreciate that, then she isn't worth it. During their conversation, Ryan notices something strange about Madison's account. The engagement has dropped, the photo quality feels off, and everything looks strangely different. He even jokes that it almost feels like someone else has taken over the account. He then offers to help promote CW as an influencer, saying her unique birthmark could actually become her signature look. CW simply laughs at how clueless he is and politely declines. Later that night, CW and Ryan go out to a nightclub together. She secretly slips something into his drink, causing him to lose consciousness. After bringing him back to the villa, she removes both their clothes and carefully stages the scene to make it look like they slept together. When Ryan wakes up the next morning, He's completely naked, confused, and unable to remember anything. As far as the evidence suggests, everything appears to have been consensual. Later, CW walks Ryan to the ferry terminal and says goodbye. After he leaves, she burns everything that belonged to Madison, erasing nearly every trace that she ever existed. A flashback then shows how Ryan and Madison first met. Ryan admired her authenticity and believed she had real potential as an influencer. Realizing something is terribly wrong, he refuses to give up on finding her. He traces the location where Madison's latest photo was supposedly posted and visits the hotel. But after questioning the staff, he learns Madison was never there, making the mystery even deeper. Just then, Rupert, the same older British man who approached Madison at the beginning of the film, runs into Ryan. They exchange a few words, and Ryan shows him Madison's latest photos, asking if he recognizes her. Rupert remembers seeing Madison and CW together days earlier. Looking closely at the picture, he points out something unusual. The image shows a perfectly clear sky, but it's currently the rainy season in Thailand. That photo couldn't possibly have been taken recently. Someone used an older summer photo and digitally inserted Madison into it. Shocked by the discovery, Ryan carefully analyzes every photo and video Madison supposedly posted after losing her passport. Once he removes the beauty filters and examines the files more closely, the truth becomes undeniable. Madison was in danger all along. He rushes back to the villa, where he finds only CW's bag. Inside, he discovers Madison's diary, describing everything that happened on the island. After reading it, Ryan finally learns about the boat and the island where Madison was abandoned. When CW returns home, Ryan is waiting. He attacks her from behind, ties her to a chair, and presses a knife against her throat, demanding to know where Madison is. CW stays remarkably calm. She warns Ryan that if he calls the police, all the evidence will point to him instead. Then, after getting access to his phone, she sends abusive messages to Madison's account, carefully setting Ryan up to take the blame. Furious, Ryan drags CW onto her boat and forces her to take him to Madison. Playing along, CW agrees, but only until she spots an opportunity. Like the calculating serial killer she is, she suddenly turns on Ryan, throws him into the water, and stabs him with his own knife. After hiding his body aboard the boat, she calmly returns to the villa. Using Madison's account, she posts fake accusations claiming Ryan had been harassing her. By the following morning, the post has gone viral. Thousands of people flood the comments with messages of support, completely believing the fabricated story. Watching it all unfold leaves CW smiling. A few days later, she returns to the island by boat, expecting to find Madison's remains. Instead, she notices that the campfire is still burning. That immediately catches her attention. Either someone has been there recently, or Madison is somehow still alive. She also notices the tally marks carved into the wooden post have increased to 25. As CW searches the island, she can't find a body anywhere. Then, without warning, Madison appears behind her and launches a surprise attack. Minutes later, CW wakes up just in time to see Madison sailing away from the island, while a faint smile still lingers on her face. And that's where the story comes to an end.